Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, Master Random, the podcast, 199 episodes. Can you believe it? I truly can't. If you listen back to episode 20, I couldn't even believe I got to 20 episodes. Just the fact that we're sitting here at 199 episodes completely blows my mind. Episode 200 is tomorrow if you're listening to this today, and this is the next evolution of the podcast. I've been slow boiling this idea in my mind for the last 7 months and developing it with a team for the last 3 months, and it's now culminated to this day. And I'm extremely excited to share the experience, and I hope to get the opportunity to share it with more people down the road, because I don't know, I feel like this is the next step for this podcast. I'm going to continue doing audio podcasts, but the live show is something different, a different kind of experience for the podcast. And for me, it's stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm excited to just jump in and see what it's all about. And whether or not we do it again after this, I know it'll be worth it. So if you're joining us for the live show, I hope that you enjoy every moment that we've put together. Every minute has been structurally set to create the ultimate experience for you. So that being said, thank you so much for supporting, listening in each and every way, whether you listen to one episode or all 199 episodes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It continues to push me to do this podcast. It's so much fun for me to meet new people, bring friends on, talk shit, talk story, learn new things I never knew in my life. And this is what's been happening for me over the last 4 years, 199 episodes. So I thank you. That being said, please don't forget to rate and review the podcast on the Apple Podcast app. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve the show. Let us know with your ratings and your reviews. And of course, Matty B will read your review on the podcast. Good or bad? Good or bad? And now for the sponsor. This episode 199, is brought to you by Ada's Mortuary. They are a small family-owned and operated mortuary that has been serving this local island community for over 45 years. They've been providing the top-of-the-line funeral and cremation services during a time when it is absolutely needed the most. If you're looking for more information on the services and pre-need plans. Oh, I should mention pre-need plans. Pre-need plans are plans that prepares you and your family for your untimely death. In the event of your untimely death, everything is prepared by you, all the way down from your casket to the type of funeral service with ADAs that you want. And all the finer details are taken care of, and the burden is laid off your family, giving them time to grieve in your untimely passing. Wow, get the words out. So for more information on services and plans, contact Ada's Mortuary at 477-1311, or go visit them at South Route 4, Sinahanya. Right as you pass the gas stations, you go down the hill towards Ordit. Right before you get to Chowd Bridge, to the left, boom, you cannot miss it. Those are Guam directions, in case you're listening to this in the States or anywhere else, wherever you may be. Ada's Mortuary, they're big enough to serve, yet small enough to care. My next guest with an S, is my man Slush. He called me up maybe like a week or 2 weeks before this podcast asking me to come back on the podcast. And I had planned to have some of the homies on the podcast so that we can, end 199 episodes with the homies. And I said, Slush, why not come on with the boys? And he was down for it. I got him a Stroguam to come from his house to my place, and we shot the shit. Slush Par, Eddie Calvo was there, Matt Sgro, Anthony Villena, and myself. If you want to listen to Slush Par in previous episodes, we have him on episode 12 and episode 40. So that's how long Slush has been part of the podcast. And to have him on episode 199 is a great treat. He's an awesome guy. We've known him since we were literally teens, and just the fact that we still have this relationship with him as adults is awesome, to say the least. So, without further ado, I don't want to leave you any further from our conversation, or my conversation, with Slush and the Pars.
Welcome, boys. Slush. Welcome, man.
Yep.
We got all the boys here. Eddie, Matt, Villena. Not all the boys, but we're here with Slush Par. How was your Stroguam ride?
It was good.
Yeah, I got him a Stroguam ride from his house down here.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
And it all worked out pretty well.
Pretty good.
What was your overall experience? I mean, you didn't have to like call someone to get a ride.
No.
It was there for your taking.
Yeah.
Right there. You got in, the guy picked you up. Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
Did he know you?
What'd you talk about?
He just asked me where we're going to take Daniel.
Fuck yeah. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
I wouldn't have been surprised if the driver knew you or you knew the driver because you know everybody. But you didn't know he was unfamiliar?
No.
Oh, okay.
Gentlemen, episode 199 though.
Woo!
It's come a long way. I believe
congrats.
Slush was on episode like 15 and episode 40. Matt, if you want to confirm that, what episode Slush was. It's one of the earlier episodes, and you've definitely evolved in that you lost a ton of weight, man.
Yep.
So what's your secret?
It's just don't eat rice. It's just more like veggies and stuff. More like salad and stuff.
Ooh, no rice.
What's your favorite veggie to eat now that you've converted?
It's just the eggs with the eggplant
Ooh.
and the mushrooms.
Oh, that
So
sounds-
who prepares your meals and things like that? Because you lost how many pounds already?
Like about 90?
90 pounds?
Ooh, damn.
It looks good.
Yeah,
all
you
this-
can definitely tell. Cause dude, when Slush was hanging out with us, and I feel shitty because when Slush was hanging out with us,
Yeah.
we were like drinking uncontrollably, smoking cigarettes uncontrollably.
Well, speak for yourself.
No, that was me. Yeah, I am speaking
Yeah.
for myself. It's like it was bad, right? I mean, Slush, you remember those days?
Yeah.
Hanging out at the venue all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
90 pounds in how long? How long did it take?
Not long.
Not long? Dude.
Well, how long has it been since you've
Stopped hanging out with us.
He lost all that weight when he stopped hanging out.
It's
I mean, I didn't say it.
it's pretty much when I do, this is my baseball when I do it.
Oh.
It's just a baseball.
So it's been like 2 years?
Well, about 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years?
sounds right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
For all you people looking to lose weight, baseball, no rice.
Baseball, no rice.
Don't hang out
Yeah.
with us.
And don't hang out.
Slush.
Back then.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah,
Different.
so that was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. We were really hanging out almost every week. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was binge drinking and binge smoking and binge playing music,
Yep.
Binge having fun, too.
binge having
Been
fun.
having fun at the venue.
I think we changed.
We did
Oh, we did.
slightly.
I think we had
we just do it at home, right?
Well, yeah, and then also, I don't know about you
At the
guys,
venue.
but, like a couple of drinks and I wake up like I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Before we used to pound like 10 drinks and I could go fucking work out the next morning. Now I could barely move.
Yeah, man, my hangovers last at least a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
At least a day.
I don't
You've-
drink. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I don't drink on the weekdays anymore because it's really
That's a lot.
hard.
Dude, me neither.
That's
Hey,
a
can we
lot.
take another shot?
Yeah, go ahead.
And you, Tony. Tony, I did not know that.
I
I did not know that prior to the 2 shots that
I'm
we were
not
taking.
golfing with you on a weekday.
I don't drink as much as we did 5 years ago
Okay.
on a weekday. That's what I meant.
Uh,
I have a couple
But I-
a
but I
couple
feel-
drinks here and there is not
I
bad.
feel like now that you guys golf more, you guys drink more.
Yeah, if I want to say, I feel like the more we hang out, the more we play golf.
I would say Eddie and Vinny set the tone for me wanting to play more golf.
Really?
My first
Oh.
golf experience was these guys showing up at my house at about 6 a.m. And right when they opened the door, they're like, we're going to shotgun a beer. And then we're going to take a shot. And we get there, we're going to shotgun another beer. I'm like, God damn, is this golf?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
You should
Did
try
we
a
golf
tournament.
today?
Fuck. You know, we did, but like, I went to the range. I was practicing for a week. And then by hole 3, I was fucking smash.
Yep.
And we're doing
Yep.
18 holes.
Yep. You shotgunned on the first hole?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man,
I didn't
I
try.
got-
I didn't want to, but
actually
that's how
have-
you play golf with the Calvos.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet with the boys. If no one has known, I've been under the radar. Every time someone wants to go in there, I'm like,
What's the reason?
shoulder's
why is that,
hurting.
Tony?
My shoulder's been hurting,
Oh,
and my liver needs a rest.
the clavicle.
The clavicle.
The old clavicle.
You need that when you play golf. You don't need your toe or.
How did you get your shoulder injury?
We were playing rugby the other day and other week and got a late hit and didn't expect it and that was my fault. Kind of half.
I think that's another reason why I feel like we're getting older. Maybe just me. Is like we played rugby our whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and it was only this year where I was like, I don't know if I want to play this.
But
anymore.
it just seems like the culture of rugby has been like we're gonna go out there and take your fucking head off no matter what. And you know, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't allow people to improve because when you go out there, you're trying to literally kill each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Instead of like playing with finesse.
or playing the sport and trying to play strategically or trying to
Way to win.
play to win and play to space they call it and move the ball, but just trying to take each other's head off. I feel like that's the culture.
I feel like what I made was a generalized opinion, but you guys actually like engage in playing.
Yeah.
right?
We try to, but then when the physicality comes to us, it's like, well, fuck. I guess we gotta go bring it back.
Yeah, kind of lose your
Laminated.
mind. Just
Slam them.
That's it, Slush.
yes.
Who gets slammed?
Everybody on that rugby.
Have you?
Everybody.
You brought a bunch of jerseys to the thing. Did you ever gain yourself a rugby jersey?
No.
What?
We've given you jerseys.
Have you ever kept it?
I kept it, but
It's definitely at his house.
Yeah, it has to be. I'm sure I think you have a FD's first jersey somewhat. I remember you wearing it
Yeah.
a while ago.
The
One of
Taco Bell jersey.
yeah, the Taco Bell, the first ever
jersey.
Actually,
jersey.
The Long John Silver / Taco Bell.
Yes, I
Was
think
that-
I might have that in the room.
That was every team that was sponsored by them, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Taco Bell and Long John Silver.
Yeah. Dude, oh,
Cool.
yeah.
It was like more than
Thank you,
that
Taco
was
Bell.
about 14 years ago or something like that.
Little do they know they contributed to the growth of rugby.
Right.
Long John Silver.
Where is Long John Silver nowadays? Is it
Long,
around?
long gone.
He's long gone. He's long gone, Silver.
Did you guys like Long John Silver?
It was all right.
I
Only,
did.
I mean, when I was a really serious practicing Catholic, you know, that was a place to go for
Friday?
like a month
Yeah.
or for like 40 days. You know.
Well, I went there when the line was too long at Taco Bell. This is next
It
door.
was the same thing, though.
Wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't go there at all.
You're in Hawaii. Oh, no.
No, I was.
You were
That was high school. But
High school.
so anyone doesn't know it, the Long John Silver's was in the same building, right, as the Taco Bell in Naganya. Was it anywhere else? Does anybody remember if it was anywhere else? I don't know. I don't
I think in
remember.
Dededo.
Okay.
Yeah, the Taco Bell in Dededo.
Had to be.
Hmm.
Yeah. Not sponsored by any of those entities.
What do you guys remember about the Long John Silver? You guys remember any menu items, or was it?
It
just
was
fish
hush
and chips?
puppies and shitty fried fish.
Oh, man.
This is definitely the definition of Master Random episode. We've had black belts, musicians, the former governor, and now 5 dudes.
Just,
Fast food specialist.
and just the boys.
So when Burger King first started on,
When I first tried Burger King, I tried Whopper. I was like, "What's a Whopper?" I was like, "What is this? This is just pickles, what is it? Pickles, lettuce, and a glorified hamburger.
Well, fun fact: I've never had a fast food burger
Bullshit.
What?
ever
Bullshit.
in
What?
my life.
We're gonna do that tonight. You never had a
never.
McNuggets or Nuggets?
Never.
What did you-
I always went to Nuggets or like a chicken sandwich, but I've never eaten a burger.
I mean, you're not missing out, but
Master
I'm surprised you
Brandon.
never had one.
Yeah, it's just because.
Not even on accident.
Well, I was a very picky eater when I was a young kid, so it was never for me to eat a burger. And when I became an adult, I've eaten burgers. I eat burgers today, but I just won't eat fast food burgers because they just don't. I don't even know what Big Mac sauce tastes like, and apparently
It's
it's
just
good.
Thousand Island.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, there's something secret in there.
I mean,
Thousand Island with a little bit of salt.
watered out Thousand Island.
Thousand Island and
bam,
ranch.
bam.
It's good. I mean, yeah, I would say fast food burgers are not too appetizing if you're eating regular, home style or.
Yeah.
Burgers
Once you've
from-
had like a restaurant style burger.
Yeah.
Like an In-N-Out is a real fast food burger. You know what I mean? It tastes
I've
good,
had.
the
I
quality's
actually okay. I take it back. I've had an In-N-Out burger,
Oh my
but
God.
it's. I've never had like McDonald's or Wendy's or.
If you've had an In-N-Out,
That means you live long, bro.
or Burger King burger or anything like that. No.
that's why Boo looks so healthy.
Yeah.
No,
Lotion.
we look
What kind
like
of
shit.
lotion do you
Oh
use,
fuck!
bro?
I cut out rice like Slush.
Damn.
Slush, do you eat brown rice?
No.
No rice at all.
No rice at all.
God, what a G.
Sushi rice? You eat sushi?
It's
Ooh.
rice.
Okay.
It's motherfucking rice.
I was just trying to see if he was gonna, what do you call that?
It's fucking
Was
rice.
gonna give in. Be like, oh,
Fucking rice, dude.
okay, man.
Yeah,
Checking, bro.
Rice is
Who's
rice,
gonna-
bro. It can be Uncle
Sushi
Ben's
rice?
rice. It can be. You can pick up his mic just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
So not even red rice.
No.
That's rice too, bro.
Bob,
How come you didn't get the
There, you
same?
can pass me that. You can pass me that. Yeah. You never answered the question. Who prepares your meals for you? I mean, it can be like you prepare it.
My Nina,
Oh, okay.
she does it.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
This is breakfast.
Okay. So how do
So-
you figure out like lunch and dinner? Do you even at all indulge in fast food?
Well, if it is, I only get the 4 Wendy's.
Oh,
that's a solid
Nuggets.
deal.
Nuggets and burger and fries.
Okay. Is that often? I mean, for you to take off 90 pounds, it can't be that often, right?
No. It's just when if my mom comes home early from work, I'll ask her to get from me and my brother.
Yeah. What is the reason why you decided it was time to drop weight?
It was already just, I was just too big for it. I was too big already, so I said, fuck, let's just do it. So it's just been, like, every time I just go do sports and stuff.
was it a conversation you had with someone that someone inspire you? Because I know you have a lot of inspiration and role models and stuff. Was it any one of those guys that said, hey, or that's also doing it too, or?
Well, it's pretty much just like the baseball boys that, like BJ is the one that always tells me just to
What?
don't eat too late.
Mm.
It's good advice.
Yeah, I've heard that. Not eating, even if you do eat rice, like eating rice after like 10 o'clock or anything like that. If you eat rice before you go to sleep, it's harder for your body to break down rice while it's sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
while your body's sleeping.
Yeah, it's storing it, if I may be correct or wrong, but it's storing it as sugar, or it holds it up
Right.
and it creates sugar later, which creates fat.
Right. It does break down into
I'm not a
sugar.
scientist or
Me neither.
dietitian, but that's,
Or,
that's what I know.
or a
But you're a
chemist.
madman.
I accepted it as correct.
Yeah. So,
Accepted it as correct, so it must
Yeah.
be.
Says the
Sounds right to
I'm
me.
not a paleontologist, but what I believe is don't eat rice after 10. Sorry.
That's very interesting, though. You know what I mean? For you to even just take the initiative, and still go home, take the advice of others, and do it, and be able to lose 90 pounds is,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, dude.
Good
That's,
stuff.
that's commendable shit.
I think
it's, it's just really BJ just telling me to just do it more often too,
Yeah,
and do a lot of workouts too.
right.
So it's just pretty much he's the one that does it from like he'll pick me up for baseball. I'll just go with him, and then right before we warm up, I will do my warm up. I'll run to center and back, and then get ready to throw.
Let me ask you this: Was it hard at first, but after a while it became a routine? Like you enjoyed it,
I do it just so I can get the flow blowing
right?
and everything, just to get ready for warm up.
That's bad.
Right.
So that's majority, and it's all of them that too. It's just BJ and like Glenn and them just tell me too.
Do they all play for a particular team?
No, they all play for the Rays.
Okay.
Like pretty much on my phone it's the whole Rays team
Par 1 to par 36.
from par 58 to all of it. And then from that that's what I'm really more concentrating on. Is just doing the sports and stuff. So
That's your exercise.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much my warm up. It's my exercises.
You might hold the key to solving like a diabetic / health crisis on Guam. That's why, man. 2 years, 90 pounds.
That's inspirational.
Yeah, without even like a doctor's consultation or anything like that, right?
Mhm.
Do you know of any?
Dietitian?
Were you aware of any like health issues that you had
No,
when you were bigger, 90
No.
pounds heavier?
no, I was pretty.
Because you were sitting like at a good 250,
Yeah,
260, right?
yeah.
So what are you at now?
205.8.
Whoa.
You just sounds like you do it every day. You measure yourself every day.
Were you
Huh?
working out at like Paradise or just
Just
out and
home.
about?
Just
home?
home.
Damn.
What kind of workouts were you doing at home?
Well, we had I pretty much do the exercise bike. We had the exercise bike, and then I'll swing the baseball bats more.
A lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just swing the baseball bats a lot.
that's pretty good.
Baseball, no rice.
Just keep moving. Keep moving.
Mhm.
Damn, bro.
Save your money, folks. Baseball and no rice.
Yep.
I
Each
mean,
one.
you can literally be the poster boy,
Yeah.
right? For people who are looking to lose weight in an efficient way
Mhm.
and without really doing too much extracurricular, right? I mean, you're not super duper active, right? Where you're running marathons and shit.
No, I don't run that. Fuck that marathon bullshit, bro. Fuck that marathon
Fuck
bullshit.
that marathon. Fuck
You
that
just
5K.
first, second,
It's only
run the
sprint.
first,
It's
second,
only a
third.
sprint from home to first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much I'm pretty much helping out every team too. That's the fast pitch too. I'm helping out.
How often are you around the baseball community? Is it year round, pretty much?
Pretty much.
How long is the season?
It was this one was cut short because of they just cut it short.
It's raining or something, right?
Yeah, but they cut the series short because it used to be game 7 best of 7, but with the playoffs now and going into it was best of 3 out of 5, so they really cut it short.
It's a big cut.
But you're around other sports, not just baseball.
Yeah, pretty
Year
much.
round.
Yeah, I'm all around the volleyball too,
Football.
football, and that's about mostly the soccer too sometimes.
Are you still going around like high school sports, or was that mainly when we were all in high school?
I'm still going. I'm still helping out FD with Coach Bruce and them.
Okay.
So yeah,
That
that's
was better when we were there, right? No.
no.
Sorry.
It's all right.
He's like, fuck no, I'm 90 pounds less.
Yeah.
It's better when you guys weren't there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're glad you decided to chill tonight.
Yeah.
So and then with the basketball too, I was playing with Southern for the basketball.
The Masters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna play in the next Masters? I think it's coming up in about a month or two, or a month and a half.
If Southern puts a team in, the Southern boys, if they do put a team
Yeah.
in, most likely I'll be playing with them.
That's cool. We'll see you on the court because we're go.
Masters
We're all-
basketball?
Yeah, Masters basketball,
I
right?
don't know, man.
That's when you know
I
we're
can't
gonna go.
Yeah.
I can't play basketball much anymore because the knees, man. The knees.
You don't have to jump.
Hurting.
Get over here, Blue Braun.
Dude, it's hurting.
You don't have to jump.
Gotta at least gotta go get stem cells into my knees and shit.
You can do
You try icy hot yet?
I have.
You have.
So
I've even tried Tiger Bomb.
How about knee braces?
I've tried a knee brace.
Have you tried a cortisone shot?
No.
Chris gets like 10 cortisone shots in his foot.
Really? Fuck.
That's when he's like, I don't know if I want to play rugby anymore. I want to golf. And then this is the last tournament I got plantar fasciitis.
Was that on your foot?
That's when you know you're
Dude,
getting old.
I got that right now.
It fucking sucks.
What is that?
It fucking sucks.
It's there's a bone.
Sounds like
in your-
fungus.
it's a muscle in
No.
your foot called a fascia.
Not dirty.
And plantar fasciitis means the muscle is pulling the ligament, the cartilage, and the bone off. So your muscle is so tight, it's disconnecting from the bone on your foot.
So you're
Your
basically.
muscles disconnecting from
Your muscle's
bone.
pulling the
cartilage
itself off the bone.
Oh.
So apparently I got it because I was switching. I went from like just CrossFit for a year and a half out in the States and then came back, jumped right into rugby, jumped right into basketball, playing softball. Like I was wearing a different shoe every week, so then that's probably what fucked
Remember, I got that right now.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
I mean,
When
you,
you're-
you could when you're young.
Isn't
Oh.
CrossFit supposed to make you more fit?
No, but your foot. You're wearing flat foots, and then when you wear a cleat and then you wear a regular shoe, it's a different form.
And then
of
work
foot.
shoe.
Yeah.
Wait, so a CrossFit shoe is different than a regular
It's
workout
more,
shoe?
It's more flat. So you like when you. when
Oh,
you
so
deadlift,
there's
when you
more
clean.
grip onto the ground, more surface area touching the
Yeah.
floor, so you can.
Like I've never had this my whole life until I moved here.
It sucks.
Well,
Right?
I moved back, and then right when I turned 30, it's like
It's at 30.
you are old.
It's 30, man.
Should we take a shot?
Take a shot to plantar fasciitis
No.
and to Slush's 90 pounds.
It's not a mushroom disease.
It's not a
Cheers.
fungus.
It's not a fungus. Sorry.
I cleaned my job.
Fungusitis.
Fungus. Bless you.
Oh lordy. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's nasty.
JB.
Where were we at?
Did-
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Let's talk about these jerseys while they're here, so we can get them off the table.
Okay. Should we start with
Pull,
the first one?
pull jersey number 1, Slush, and tell us all about it.
Can you help you out?
Brought to you by Pepsi Bottling Company.
There you go.
I'm going to hold it for you while you talk about it, man. You got it?
So
Yeah.
this is a football jersey of the
Old school.
MFL Pepsi Warriors, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yes.
Number 40, who are you?
And whose jersey is this?
This Sandy Farron's.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I like their colors.
That's
that size.
wide
So there's-
receiver. Right.
Yeah. He's a wide receiver.
And how did you acquire this jersey from him?
I went to the one game that he had and I asked him for it, so he said, okay,
What is the? When was this?
this is last year. Last year's,
Last year?
yeah, for the when they had the MFL.
Nice.
So
There's no more Rams. Wasn't he from the Rams?
There's a
Number MFL.
There is a Rams, right?
Number NFL.
Maybe not. No more.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there MFL? I don't remember there being an MFL last year.
No, MFL hasn't been around for like a couple of years.
So it's like maybe their first jersey. They had the Miller football.
It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Jersey 2.
Okay. Okay. What is here, man?
Rays.
Here.
You can put it over. Who's this? Let's see the bat. See the bat.
Is this the Itini Rays? Is this our?
Sponsored by none of these companies.
Yeah.
But still open to them.
Future
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsors Itini Rays.
You have the opportunity, folks.
Yeah. So this was the same. This is Alan Sarmiento's number 3 too.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Well, we're
Alan
in front.
Sarmiento.
We're in front.
What position does he play for the Rays?
He was second base, but he's majority amateur coaching now.
All right.
Coaching amateur now. What?
Coaching the GML, but he's more coaching of the. He's more like the lineups. He
Alright.
does the lineups and stuff.
So less of a player these
yeah,
days.
Yeah.
And you said he played shortstop,
Second base.
second base.
Second base.
I'll take.
You have 3 Braves.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, dude, I miss the days of the Guam baseball league, right? The GBL.
Not yet. We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that one
No,
yet.
no, but those are all Braves.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You get back.
It's fine.
Hey man. I didn't want to plug too much IT.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
The other side. Other side.
Here we go.
There you
FD jersey number 59.
Up
And
higher.
this definitely looks much older, of the older kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much the old ones.
I like the older ones was maroon, not white.
Yeah,
Who is this? Who's Josh? Who is this?
this is Joe Guzman's own.
Joe
Jersey.
Guzman.
Yeah.
Joe Guzman.
That's what you know.
Slush says, "What's up?" Sign up. All right. I'll take it.
Joe Guzman.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
you
younger.
know what year?
Hey, you didn't bring
What
any.
year? What year was
I
younger?
don't know. He's more.
That's young.
He's older?
He's
Younger.
Younger.
Oh, okay, okay.
The younger.
So that's the younger jerseys, yeah?
Let me help you out here.
Okay.
What you got?
This is another one. Another.
Joe, you need to show up to the tournament.
This
I
is
know.
Another.
By the way,
older.
We don't know who you are,
Joe
dude.
Guzman.
Oh, talk about that
Show
later.
up to the tournament.
all these jerseys will be available for purchase at masterrandom.com.
It's gonna be auctioned off,
I'll let you
and
guys
all
know.
proceeds will go to Slush. Or
Yeah.
okay, you're okay.
Silent auction.
So this was Glenn Fernandez number 13.
One more time.
This was Glenn Fernandez.
Len
zone,
Fernandez,
number 13.
number
I was-
13.
Yeah,
What position did he play?
he played third.
Okay.
Oh,
And is this a championship winning team or no?
This one was the championship team too.
How are you able to get multiple jerseys from multiple teams? Is it just you kind of just decide who you're gonna support the year, or
that's what I want
is
to
this
know.
is this something that you choose in the beginning of the year, or is it like from in the middle of the season you kind of like gauge
No,
who you want to support?
it's-
How do you know?
It's just more like in the season. So like in season, so
So you trade teams in the middle of the season and stuff?
no, it's just I've been with the Braves ever since. This is our I think our 4P jersey or 5. It's our 5P jersey.
Damn, dude.
Does anyone here play baseball?
No, I don't.
Shit.
We used to. We all used to.
When I was a kid.
This is our 5P jersey.
5P. Damn,
Mhm.
that's.
I wonder what from what years. I know Nate would probably know. Nate's an avid baseball watcher.
Slush Bar. Who's the rest of on the team, the Braves teams? Because that seems to be one of your favorite baseball teams. And I have most of my family members play baseball.
On the Braves?
That's why I was gonna ask Slush.
Oh, okay.
Slush Par. Who else? What other guys are playing on the Braves team?
Well, it's just pretty much the like the same boys, but for
BJ too?
Yeah, BJ. Well, ever since we changed our name, since Moylan was our sponsor for this one, so we changed our name to the Rays.
Rays. Oh, okay. So
I-
it's all the same group
Yeah,
of boys,
yeah.
but they were Braves, and then
Yeah.
then now they're Rays.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So we just changed the name to the Itinerary Rays.
Awesome.
Same sponsor, but yeah.
So it Braves first, and then now it's Rays.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Cool.
So
Right on.
it's like the Rays is like pretty much every like BJ, TJ Sacramento, Lance Santos, and them.
Okay.
Reggie Richabong,
Right
bunch
on.
of Lance Santos and Coach Corey Polino and but
And the boys.
and the boys.
Yeah. No.
That boy.
Cool.
I would say arguably this guy knows more about Guam sports history and players in the last 10 years than anyone else.
Yeah, man, you just have to really. I feel like you just have to really tap into Slush's brain of
sports.
of sports.
I have a
mean,
question.
who won the title last year
We did the Rays.
and the
We-
year before that?
We did.
It was the
Ask him 5 times.
The Orioles, right?
yeah.
Oh,
Now
The Orioles are now the A's, or
No.
they used to be the A's.
no, that used to be the Orioles are now they used to be the Oddspot Canyons.
so it's Autospot AM Insurance Orioles, right?
Roy-
Something like that.
The Crowns
Royals.
Bank Guam sponsor.
Dang. Okay.
So, but
We need to go attend some games up still.
I know,
boys.
man.
I'm down.
We're literally like slacking
I'm
here
super down.
on local
We-
sports.
This is actually.
we took it 2 years already.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is our back-to-back championship jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened when there was sort of like when the GML wasn't around? Right? Wasn't there like a hiatus, or there was like they like took a break?
It took a break long.
Right? It was like almost like 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
that there was no baseball.
Yeah, but then when the Rogue Classic baseball, they started to, and the national team too. It's just like let's fix it up, and
Yeah.
plus it was the first bat that messed up too the field.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. That's right.
we're getting
2016.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
So
Because
that's what
they had all the stages.
yeah,
And like the main thoroughfare was, or the main action was going on in the
Paseo.
Paseo Stadium
and they pretty much covered the
During
whole
baseball
field.
season.
Yeah, no,
Or before.
before.
before the baseball season.
Yeah, so they just that's what messed it up, and the concert too. That's what fucked it up.
Right. Right.
So that's about and that was just the thing. That's why they took a break from it. But before they changed the name, to GML, it was the Budweiser Baseball League.
Yeah.
right.
so-
Right.
That's
The BBL.
the BBL,
Right.
the BBL.
It was GML, BBL.
Yeah, and then they got the amateurs.
Now it's amateur,
There's
Yeah,
a
you
good
got
amount of
am-
baseball going on.
Yeah.
all
So
year.
So where should I play if I want to jump in?
amateur league. You definitely want to join the amateur league.
Oh,
Try the amateurs.
No,
You
but
guys-
is
It's
Paseo-
definitely a good place to start. Yeah, Matt.
They-
Matt doesn't have a mic, but yeah, and I feel like he wants to talk the most
Yeah,
when he doesn't have a fucking mic in front of him. He wants to
know.
say so much.
We got a mic, but it doesn't have a cable.
Does Paseo still get a good amount of people for the games?
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
It does.
I can't say.
Slush, do a good amount of people go?
they do. It's really more the beers and stuff they want too, the fans and
Right,
the
right.
concession stand. So
Don't
pretty
You
much,
were going for a little bit, right? You and
Dude, I'm
you
down
and
to
Nate were
check it
going
out.
for a
I
bit,
was.
maybe like last
I
year or
remember as a
something.
kid,
years
I,
ago.
I,
Yeah.
it was always going with you. As a
Well, the
kid.
Pepsi Giants, right, were
Yeah.
around back then, and
hardcore Pepsi Giant fan.
Yeah.
Right here.
For those of you that couldn't hear it, it was pretty awesome what he just did.
he just shuffled his hands
I know
left and
the
right.
One more time. One more time.
Pepsi Giant All-Star team.
You were part of it.
No.
Oh, yes.
okay.
I can name the Pepsi Giant All-Star team.
Oh, okay.
This
Go-
is the '90s team.
Let's see.
Well,
Let's see you and Slush's knowledge on the '90s All Star
We would have to have Nate Bozza here, man,
to confirm.
properly go through the roster.
but
All I know is at catcher or center field was Benji Pangilinan.
yeah,
Catcher.
Uh,
Yeah, I remember that
Keith
name.
Keith Haddock.
Yeah.
Keith
Keith
Haddock
Haddock
was
was a
shortstop,
short-
second base.
no second short,
Both.
both.
Anything the team needed him.
You
And after that, we'll live.
Keith is the one that went pro.
Is
Actually, both of them, him and Gr.
JR went pro. That's right.
He was everything.
JR went pro with the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Right.
Got an epiphany. We need to get.
Yeah.
We could get some of those boys in here.
We
And
probably can.
talk some
Yeah.
good old.
Mike Bautista has been trying to get me to
have
start.
it
Yeah,
up?
and we just haven't been making.
That would have been dope.
able
Yeah,
to
we're
make
gonna
it
make that happen. Let's
Yeah.
make that happen. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can.
cool.
We can.
Yeah, I think
See.
that would be great.
Go for it. I mean, keep on naming
Yep.
away, Ed.
I'm trying to. And then you had the Uggan brothers, Ray and Pete Uggan.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know, Ray.
yeah.
We had the first baseman, God bless his soul. What was his name?
Ray Rojas.
Ray Rojas.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
We got left
Then-
and right field. You remember?
Then you had Danny White.
Yeah. Or Strawberry.
No, Danny White.
Oh, white?
Yeah.
But he was black.
No, that's his name. And then
That was a funny.
and then you had Brian Cruz too, another one.
Okay.
Pretty much, they had Brian Cruz too, and another young one. Steve Heflin is another one too, another lefty. And
They had a good pitcher. Who was the pitcher for Pepsi?
it was like Tommy Duenas, my dad.
This is 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
badass, bro.
My dad was the goose. He was
The
hard.
goose?
Yep.
Yeah, he's.
What's the goose?
He-
Is that just a nickname?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of his nicknames for pitching.
So he's just fire all the time.
Yeah.
Fastballs.
Yeah.
This is like pinnacle of Guam, Guam
baseball?
man.
Yeah.
This is when they used to hang out in the Paseo parking lot and cook
Yeah.
dinners and shit.
Oh yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
I don't know,
They might.
but I remember
We're
when
not-
I remember when Auntie Arlene and Uncle George used to be a really big part of that, right?
Yeah.
And she would make a huge pot of fucking kadu, bro, and we'll right after the games in high school would just go straight to the parking lot and we're already chowing and all the
Yeah.
players are
Yeah.
in the parking lot and everyone's just congregating around all the cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you guys think the shift happened? Because I remember, like, from what I've heard from my dad and uncles growing up, like the main sports were baseball and football. Is it because like there's more sports happening, or there's other sports that are just getting bigger? Because it used to be, from what it sounded like, a legit family event where people would come and cook and like, this is what we're gonna do.
And I remember the
Well,
games being really crowded when
Exactly.
we were younger.
So like,
yeah.
what do you think
Yeah.
happened? Just too many sports, or more kids are just doing
Too many sports.
more shit? Yeah.
It's just more like the
More options.
more options too for the kids to use.
Yeah.
So
Soccer
But
happens.
also, there's a lot of kids who are probably not playing sports too, right?
Yeah.
They're playing fucking Fortnite.
Right. I mean, it's.
There's
I think
a-
there's different factors.
I don't know
There's
if
a
I,
floor
attributed
to
to-
playing sports now.
Right.
Yeah. So
I just saw a headline read something on ESPN that less kids are playing sports because it's getting too expensive
It is,
to
yeah.
play sports.
Really?
Yeah.
is it?
Registration.
You think it's all the safety
Equipment.
and all that?
Just everything.
Well,
I mean, it just somebody brought it up to me. They said, "Man, yeah, it was a conversation with one of my friends. He said, "Yeah, dude, when we were kids, we couldn't play baseball because we couldn't afford a glove. We couldn't get we couldn't get cleats.
Okay.
You know, we had to pay registration." And my mom was like, "No, why are we gonna pay all this money for you to maybe sit on the bench, right? So it's better that you don't play, right?" But I don't know the state of maybe little league baseball today. I know the Cal Ripken, the Guam teams in where are they at? Virginia right now,
The
or
World Series.
yeah,
Right?
and they're in the World Series. Can you find out where they're at, dude?
Yeah,
Anyway.
last I heard, they're still in the running, but that was like
Right.
5 days ago.
Yeah. Very
They
recently,
upset a good team
right? Vesalius or
from like the east, northeast,
Right,
from, like, somewhere
right.
from like
I forget
where Tom Brady's from.
Oh,
like
We'll talk about fantasy football later.
like the New
Huh?
Because
Tom Brady's
Visalia.
from
Yeah, they
actually Tom
they
Brady's-
just beat
oh, he's
Visalia.
from
San
California.
Fran area.
Where's Visalia?
But he went.
You want to find out where Visalia
Talk
is?
about that later.
Somewhere.
Is it from Vaseline?
Where Tom Brady lives.
I don't know where he lives, but he's.
Is it
from-
where they have flat balls and stuff?
Flat balls.
Get that, Tom Brady. You take that, Tom Brady.
It's where they produce 6 championship rings.
Oh, are we moving to NFL?
No.
championship
no.
flat ball.
Let's go back to Slush.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine.
Let's not
We-
let's not
let's
stray
move
too-
on.
Digress.
Let's move on.
Digress.
Okay.
so
Before we open up a can of worms.
yeah.
Next jersey.
Next jersey. No, so I mean, are you guys done naming all the all stars from Pepsi, or is that?
I think that's just.
That's it. I feel like you guys were making a connection over there.
Who was the shortstop? Those are Albert Certeza.
Yeah.
Remember him? It was good.
Albert Taylor.
Are a lot of these players still playing today, or
No,
have they
no.
moved
No.
on
Not even
to?
on Guam, probably.
No, he's not.
Or isn't there a softball team, a Masters softball team
Yeah,
that
these
just
guys.
won like
Yeah.
a title, like a national title
Yeah,
or
in
something
Las
like
Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
that? Yeah.
Yep, that was a. Yeah, go ahead.
That was the 40s Masters team.
Right. So is this a
So-
lot of the players from then playing in that Masters team now?
Yeah, pretty much. You got like Tony Attar playing there too for the Vegas. Jimmy Regis and them.
I know Uncle Tim Uggan is in that team too.
Yeah.
Are they
Tim.
based here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are here.
A lot of them are here.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just the Masters like Benji too. Benji played with them. A lot of the over 40s like another one too who he played with. He played with us before. Tony Doyle was another one too. Tony Doyle was another one.
Ed, you recognize all these names?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle was with
Me neither.
The-
Yeah.
he
There's a
was
few names I can pick out.
He was with Pepsi and Coors Light, and then he played with the Rays and the Braves too. So yeah, pretty much pretty much all the baseball boys pretty much just got more like into the little league, the
It's
coaching.
a
too.
transition to coaching.
Yeah,
Right.
like more like Gerson
That's how you
Hoban
keep
too.
the sport going.
Yeah,
So who
Like-
were the stars like in the 2000s when we were in high school?
well, you got Gerson Hoban too, who's another one who
Yeah,
played.
that guy's
Gerson's FD, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plays
I-
hard. He plays-
94?
I played
He
against
played-
him.
I played against him too.
Basketball.
he,
I'll see you next year, Gerson.
I don't know. It's in a month and a half.
Yeah, a month and a half.
so-
month and a half.
Gerson.
So, but he's more like coaching the All Stars too, the 12 and under
Okay.
that went back to
Good man,
the
good man.
whole
To the Cal Ripken World Series?
yeah to
Little
the
League World Series?
Little League like the regionals just to challenge in like China or stuff.
Oh,
China.
okay.
So he had a lot of his boy Gerson too, and pretty much the younger boys, and then in the you still got the Jaguars too, the Little League, the Caribbean too, like Joe Taquero's running that. Alan and BJ and Rico are coaching those teams. So the Jaguars with Dom Cruz and yeah, that's pretty much.
Are there any kids that are you think will take it to the next level, become pro? That you see?
They,
Or not yet? You're still hard to tell.
it's just they're getting more. They're getting into it.
Oh, okay. Good.
So-
Good.
GSPN needs to hire Slush.
Yeah, at least for sports history, sports almanac, right?
Outside view.
Outside view. I mean, no, not outside
Inside
view.
view.
Inside view. Right.
Yeah. And I was just trying to get to Pat Lohan too to do a story on me for the baseball.
He's
Right.
busy now, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's got another job now.
yeah. So
You know what? We can contact Bob.
Rob.
Bob. I call him Bob.
Robbie Bob.
Yeah.
Bobby Bob.
Bob Balaja.
Yeah. So then that's majority. That's what I want to do again.
Yeah.
Is do another story with them, but wearing this jersey, with the hat and the pants.
That's the Rays jersey?
Yes,
Okay.
That's the title jersey.
this title one.
I see you're wearing do you always wear your rash guards on game day too?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's,
see. That's what's up.
So it sounds like the baseball community on Guam is still
Still
pretty
popping.
strong.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I've never played
Yeah.
baseball, but it's still pretty strong in terms of like the community, the amount of leagues,
yeah,
amount of participation.
and it's pretty much the national team too. Is like they cut the grass too, and the field get the
They don't wait for Parks and Rec to.
No.
Do it yourself.
they just so they can get the baseball classic going. The
Yeah, the WBC.
yeah, like
Yeah.
where all the teams come in. So
Right,
they,
right.
So they can have a tournament.
Right.
So that's
That's
what they
softball, right?
baseball.
No, baseball. Yeah. Has Guam qualified for the WBC?
They won the gold medal back in Pohnpei.
What year?
SPGs?
Yeah, SPGs.
Oh shit.
That's like 2014
Yeah.
when they won it.
That's right. SPGs were last year.
Yeah, but then they still had the SPGs too for volleyball.
But that doesn't qualify them for the WBC.
No, it doesn't. It's just
Do you know what they need to do?
really. I don't really know. It's just when they
Formalities.
formalities and it's fundraising too.
Right.
So they have like teams. They have clubs that go out. They send clubs like the volleyball clubs like Hagen. They send them out too sometimes to play. So when we have tournaments, I'm playing with the Hagen volleyball team, and that's like TJ Baja, BJ.
Wait. We just moved sports.
So
Are you talking about the same thing right now, or?
that's pretty much the baseball, but it's the volleyball too. It's pretty much the SPGs too.
Okay.
And for the baseball, it's just when Guam won 2014, the gold medal. It was the same people that were playing.
And the volleyball team?
No,
Oh.
on the baseball, just the baseball.
Yeah.
Just like the same teams, like they got they had Coach Shamuni coaching that team, and Kim Fernandez senior coaching. So they had the talent to bring gold home.
Right. Who else was on that team? Was it a really stacked team? Young guys, yeah?
Really, majority young guys, but then they had Rico, BJ, the Cepeda brothers,
Freddie?
Freddie, Eric, Marty too, Matt, another one, and Pudge, and TJ Summerton and all those boys out there.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the same teams that were out there for that baseball, for Pohnpei.
Right.
Shot. I've been
Yeah.
waiting.
Loaded.
What a shot.
Well, all this, I know we just talked about SBGs, but a serious question. I brought this up to somebody, or maybe they brought it up to me, I don't remember. But what's preventing Guam from hosting another SPG? Because Guam hosted it in what, 94?
99.
99.
I think it's a cycle.
But don't we have, it's also a
cycle.
bid. Like you bid for it, just like the Olympics.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Matt can
I
confirm
do
that with
remember
us.
that. I do remember
That's
like
like, oh,
1997. I think it was 97 or 8.
Because we did, I
SPGs.
feel like if we hosted it then, we definitely have the facilities to host it again. More so now than we did before.
Well, here's the thing. They also dissolved the South Pacific games, and it
Yeah.
is now the Pacific Games. So it's everyone in the
Oh,
Pacific.
so we're playing Fiji and New Zealand? Fuck
Oh, from those
Okay.
big nations, they're only allowed to send like so many teams. I don't know the details, but that's
That's another someone to
that's a
throw on this thing.
technical thing to look at.
Right.
Yeah.
But maybe in like 10 years we'll be there.
10 years? I hope not. I hope it's sooner. Because I was really bummed I missed Festpac. So like I feel like something like SPGs would bring in those islands.
It was manic, man.
I
I
heard
feel
it was
I feel
pretty
like it was
amazing.
pretty manic.
Were you here
But
again?
when you say manic,
I was already living
it's a
here.
good time, right?
Yeah, it was a good time. You know, it's just
manic like too much.
it was just we weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
Oh really?
You know, and
Because everyone that I've heard has said like it was awesome.
it was it was cool. It was really cool to see all the nations come here and showcase everything. But to support that many people here on Guam all at one time,
Infrastructure,
it was
everything.
infrastructurally like I mean,
Organization.
yeah, it was.
everything.
Like there were people on social media like, can someone bring water down to Agate to the school down here because there's no water, you know, like drinking water and stuff for some of the people who were
It's the
Let's not go
delegation.
delegates,
Let's
right,
not go
right.
down that.
Not,
Feel like it's a.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess- I
tricky.
guess that would
It's
be-
tricky.
I guess that'd be shit if you're visiting and you're like, oh, here's where you're staying. So fucking thirsty. A middle school like.
Should have told them drink the faucet water.
Yeah, faucet water is great here on Guam.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
It
Never
makes
mind that
national
he has-
standards. It's
I've been drinking
Yeehaws.
faucet. I
pretty
got
good.
the I got
haven't
the
died yet.
I drink it.
the drinking water
Yeah.
statistics right over there in my fridge.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Right
Oh,
after I read it,
good
I fucking
water.
drank the whole cup of fucking
Test our water.
fucking tap water.
Just mix it with
So wait.
favorite
So
mix.
what's up with that PHA stuff?
Piha?
Yeah.
We don't test for that,
PFAS.
Ruby?
Hee-hee-ha.
So
Anyways.
Wait,
that's
yeast
that
stuff?
kind of stuff comes. It's
It's harder to test.
no.
The water's been good.
That is from like firefighting
metal.
foam and stuff like that. It's definitely a contaminant that seeps into
Yeah.
in through the limestone, and apparently there's different factors. I mean, you can blame it on the military. You can blame it on local population.
Everyone
Blame it on-
Agent Orange.
Dude, you can find it in like refrigerants and stuff. And how many people throw refrigerators into the jungle? Right?
That part I never got.
Well, I don't know why
Yeah.
they tell us it's safe to drink, but then now they're saying we got lawsuits. I'm like, okay.
Oh, is it not now? Well, I knew before this whole fiasco happened that Guam's
Water's
water
good.
was actually pretty good. I think I don't know about Hawaii's.
Better than
but
Saipan.
It's
Shit.
pretty okay. You can drink. Yeah, you can drink Guam water.
we're
But
actually
now
blessed.
I'm not sure.
We're blessed with fresh water, fresh drinking water.
But you should still purchase your water from Hanam, Pepsi
Yeah.
Bottling Company.
This water, I don't know.
Shameless plug.
Chris
Shameless plug.
Sgro.
So
Yeah, you,
Oh,
you-
are we
go
here?
ahead,
Are
go
we
ahead,
done
go
with
ahead,
this one?
go ahead,
yeah, we're
Slush.
done. We're done.
We're done
This
now?
is TJ Cemento's number 37. Yeah.
What were you gonna say before we distracted you?
No, it's just the water is just like it's more energy too. Drinking a lot of water. It's just like I just like water. Sometimes I just drink it. Like I'll take my flask too with me when I go anywhere. But this today I got my passion for the mango tea.
Nice.
Don't say the brand.
But you drink a lot of
We've
water.
been dropping
Yeah.
brands and names all
yeah,
fucking night.
yeah. So yeah,
$50.
Only $50.
Sometimes I splash water on my face,
yeah.
and it gives me energy.
So yeah, that's about pretty much.
Okay, there's one more thing I want on baseball is who are the top dogs right now in the decade of 2010 to 2019?
Well, you still got a lot of the the good hitters, pretty much that can hit long balls, and it's just all the contact too. When it goes, it goes.
Which boys are those? Do you remember?
Like
Who are the best? Who hits the most home runs?
there's a lot, bro.
Who would you say in your mind you remember that hits the most home runs? When you think home run, Guam, who do you think of?
I remember going to the baseball games when we were younger and looking forward to seeing JR smack one out of the park.
Is it still?
But I haven't been in many years to a baseball game.
No, it's it was all tied in two. It was tied, along with Matt hitting 2.
Matt?
Yeah,
Matt
hitting 2,
Munia?
and then Jay Nalta hitting 2, and Jared Palomo too hit 1 against the Expos.
Oh, yeah.
He hit 1 deep shot, and to,
All the way out to the Canyon River, huh?
no, to Guerrero Field.
Oh,
Even further.
so far.
To Guerrero Field, like that's like more like dead center,
Wow.
like
Yeah,
like-
dude. And if I'm not mistaken, Paseo Stadium is one of like the biggest, like furthest
field.
fields,
yeah.
biggest fields in a lot of places. I think like 500 feet. No, less.
More like left field's like 390, dead center's like 415, and or no, 390 is left field, like, and then
I was way off.
dead center's like 415,
Oh, 415.
and
Okay.
right field's like some like not like more like hundreds too low, but yeah, it's the
Yep.
more like the bigger it's a big field, and the field is that the center and left and right is like left field is like 390, center's 415, and then dead center's 415, and right field's about 372. So that's about, and when they do get hold of one, like Jared, when he gets hold of one, he will just crush it. So that's pretty much
The Crusher.
he's a smasher. Him
Smasher.
and Rico were smashing too.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
I remember hearing these guys' names.
Yeah.
him and Rico were smashing too, and even in Gatorade he was hitting too. And then
Is that a team?
yeah, the Gatorade Giants before they changed when they had Pepsi, it was Gatorade Giants before they changed the name to, it was Pepsi Giants, but they changed to Gatorade Giants, the name. So, and it was the same too, and Chapalomo too, another one who hit 1-2 for them. In Gatorade, he was playing third too. Mm-hmm.
Leads me to believe we should have a home run derby on goal.
Yeah. It seems like that's not settled.
Yeah.
At least one.
How come we haven't had one yet?
The Crusher. The Hammerer.
The slammer.
Disintegrator.
The burner.
And then you got the Slam Richard Martinez too is another one.
Yeah, he's another slammer. That's old school slammer.
Yeah, the Grand Slammer.
Ooh.
Grand Slammer.
The Grand Slammer.
Has there ever been a grand slam in the BBL or the GML?
Pretty sure. Many.
Is a
Many.
grand
Many?
slam, is a grand slam like full bases loaded in a
Yeah.
I think one of the best games that I saw in recent history was who was that young team? They were like a 17 or 18-year-olds Paradise
Junior Nationals.
Junior Nationals,
Junior
and they beat the A's or something
Yeah,
like that.
they beat the Banquam A's.
Yeah, and Bank of Guam A's were like they were the top dogs, right? They were like sitting on top, and these kids like came back in the bottom of in the ninth or eighth or ninth inning.
Ninth inning too.
Is
The
that
ninth
Jason?
inning, right? And it was like it was a winning shot over or winning hit over third base,
Yeah.
and the kid fucking ran it in. I think there was someone sitting on second or something like that.
Yeah.
Was that
One of the best games,
Nathan
dude,
was
I've ever
playing
watched.
for the
ever.
Junior Nationals? Was that time? Because that story sounds so familiar, man.
Jayton was playing with
With the A's?
With
With the Junior Nationals, right?
before.
At that game?
Yeah. No, in that one, he was playing with us, the
Dude,
Braves.
the Junior Nationals were like
the
17-year-olds, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were actually, this was like in 2012 or 2013, yeah?
But then Jayton played with the Braves and the Phillies, the Crown Breaker Phillies too.
Yeah.
They had the Crown Breaker Phillies. So yeah. Yeah, so and yeah, that's about pretty much Jayton played everything. He was the baddest shortstop too.
Right on.
He was the baddest. He was a shortstop. Bro.
Was or is?
He is.
Oh, okay.
He's still a baddest shortstop.
Just in case he listens to this.
That guy's been playing for a long time. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite shortstop, anyways.
Is that the
Shout
only
out.
shortstop you know?
That is right now the only one to know. But he is good, man. He's good, very good, very experienced.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
They, and then Glenn's son too, Isaiah, is another batter shortstop too. He's in the guard. He joined the air guard,
Yeah.
so he'll be back in summer to play short too for us. And then we had a batter another third baseman too. Ethan Yatar is another young one for us. We had him, and then Cooper Polino too at second. If Lance wasn't ready, injured, we'll have Cooper or TJ Summerton at second. And then left field we'll have Reggie, BJ, and Justin Mosley or Jared, one of them in right. And Reggie came from the Expos before, so he played with us. He hit one too. He hit a home run too. He hit a home run too.
Wonder how many is the most home runs anyone's ever hit.
Yeah, I wonder too. You piqued my interest too.
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
what I was thinking. Like, who's hit the most home runs in MLB or BBL or history or major league history on Guam? Curious.
In a
Like,
single season,
In
yeah.
a single season, who had the most strikeouts?
Or maybe even
either in a
career.
perfect game.
Are there anyone keeping track of like career home runs?
No.
I think only
No?
No.
the tailgate stories
Yeah.
know that.
Or maybe the guy that plays the pianos. I remember the piano. The couple times they play Ludacris like the blueberry yum yum.
Yeah. So
Was there really a guy that would do it? It wasn't just like a CD.
No, it's a dude. Yeah,
You should get that dude on here.
yeah. He might know a lot actually. He really might. Do you know who that is?
we should get.
The sports announcer for the baseball games.
It was Mark Kobe.
Okay, same guy
Yeah.
up to now.
Up to,
Kobe.
Mark Kobe's too. He's the one that pretty much is the more like on Facebook too, live for when we have games. He'll be on Facebook live doing the stats and the songs, the walk-ups for the batters.
How does it go?
Right.
How does it go? Do you remember?
No, he just does it on the computers. He just plays it
Oh,
off
so he doesn't play on the organ. He just
he just plays it on off his laptop.
my bad, Matt.
Yeah.
He just
Totally
plays it-
bullshitted you on that one.
He just
Play.
plays,
Clocking out.
yeah. So he just plays it so they can really get it.
Into it.
Yeah, get the fans like every inning.
Yeah.
He'll play a song to this for or like when it's 3 outs, and then he'll do the starting lineups and stuff, and like introduce the players like before the game starts. They'll like how everybody goes out by one to like line up for introduction.
Yep.
So pretty much it's just like that.
Is that the only sport where there's like a theme song during the
I
game?
feel like that's the only sport that is able to do it on Guam. right
Maybe
now.
MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
but-
there's an
or
yeah.
rugby. Sweet
Right.
cat.
right.
I think MLB or baseball has all the typical "take me out." They have these like
yeah, they have the team at the
seventh
ball
inning
games.
stretch.
And they have the team at the ball games and stuff.
They have all the ritual like or
$15 hot
cultural
dogs.
traditional.
Right.
Yeah, so like more like it's just like more like that. So
It's like $10, $7 hot dog.
In all your experience in being around baseball, where do you think baseball's going in the future? Do you think it has a future? Is there a chance for Guam to play in the WBC with the talent that we have now, or are we still ways away?
no, we could. It's just we just need the pitchers too, and whoever can come out to pitch for Team Guam.
Right. I'm just curious if they're farming baseball players the way they farm soccer players, right? From the what's the soccer little league? Robbie Weber to high school or middle school to high school, and then they can play national team, right? And then you have men's club teams and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So soccer players, you can understand why their production and or their increase in standings or whatever like that, people are getting much better. Caliber of play is getting much better because they're literally playing soccer year round, whether it's futsal or the regular soccer season. I just wonder if baseball's that way. I know rugby's not that way. Yeah, I mean, you guys play rugby what, once every 3 months or something?
Less.
Less?
Once every
Pull the mic
6
to you.
months.
Yeah.
We play less.
Once every 6 months.
So
There should be more, but
I mean,
we're growing.
It seems like there would be a good a farm system with rugby being in the middle school and the high schools, and then
It's
right after high school, it's kind of like you either move off island and play rugby, or you kind of just
Or you play for the national team. Man.
play for the national team.
You're
We're,
not ready.
we're failing at the recreational level, probably club level, recreational level.
And I guess that's why I was mentioning earlier is like at the club level, like you're literally trying to kill each other.
Yep.
It seems, like dirty play comes into play, right? And
But it wasn't like that before. We had clubs that were very passionate about growing, and we were young. The problem is, we started when we were young and we were motivated. None of us had kids at the time, and we just focused on this. And we
full
met-
of sperm.
Yeah. Met every Tuesday, Thursday, played touch, had games, had tournaments. The problem now is like that generation is now older. The
Right.
younger generation has no
No
form
interest.
of inspiration.
Yep, nothing.
Like, why am I gonna dedicate my time to play and practice rugby when there's nothing going on? Why? There has to be a reason to motivate you to go to.
I mean,
practice.
maybe same reason why you guys are kind of like questioning it now is because you guys are getting older and you got to go to work. You got to go to school, and it's hard to go to work and school when your fucking fingers hurting or you have a black eye or you can't walk because
You
you're
gotta get 10
fucking
shots in your foot.
To be honest, for me, and I speak for myself, is the younger generation just they don't have interest. They don't have the dedication. They're wishy washy. Just like
No, I think the interest is there. There's just nothing for
I haven't
them
seen
to
any of them
work
show up to
towards.
practice. So that's all I can say
Hmm.
about it. No one shows up to. You have the tournament, and you have all these young people that just were like superstar high school athletes, and they're not going. They're not going to what do you call this? College or anything, or whatnot. But there's so many of them that are here that just they don't show up or they just don't prioritize it. And it's not of interest. So I mean, I can only say what I don't see. You know what I mean?
On the flip side, listen to everything Slush just mentioned. There's literally a baseball tournament, league, or something all year long. You know what I mean? So, like, there's times where I can't join this tournament, but there's one in 2 months I could definitely join.
right.
So I think it's hard to say that there's not dedication because, I mean, look at all us. I couldn't make it because I was off island for 2 of the games. There was
Yeah.
a wedding, another game. I just couldn't do it.
Right.
This was 2 months from now. Fuck yeah, I'm free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just not enough happening.
Yeah, I mean, and it can go all sorts of ways, right? You can have touch tournaments, you can have beach tournaments, and you can have full-on play tournaments, right? And it just seems like it's full-on play tournaments. The beach tournaments kind of went away. The touch tournaments kind of went away. And now it's only the alumni tournaments, yeah?
Alumni tournament and True Grit. That's it. And it blows my mind because how well we do in international play when we really have touched the ball once or twice. Can you imagine how fucking good men and women rugby would be if we played touch a ball
Right.
year round?
I feel like it goes back to what I said, is the dedication. So you made a point in itself where it's you couldn't show up for 2 of those and someone's throwing an event or a tournament, but it's having the lack. I mean, that's just generally everyone. Let's say there's like 10 of you, of the similar of you, you couldn't make those, but that's all the pool of players that can show up over. Like in this last specific alumni series, we were only limited to 30 people, and I'm not gonna credit the organizers. I think they did it was there, it happened, but you limit us to 30 people who can play, and you have limited participation because people have other things to do, and it goes back to the other thing where there's younger people not showing up. Like there's all our older people like us, our older generation of players, but the younger people just barely showed up, and the ones that did really well, and they learned a lot from us, and they learned a lot of the culture. But you're having that where you have that situation where you have someone's putting on this tournament or whatever, but then you have guys like us that were forfeiting. It just happened to be that time. But why would you, as an organization, try and throw another thing when you have four teams and one of them's forfeiting? You just it's I feel like it's from the roots or the ground, kind of boots on the ground type of thing, where it's like a circle where you don't have anything, but at the same time when something's there, there wasn't any participation. I'm not saying
here.
Basketball.
Personally, I wasn't saying anything about you, Matt, but just a general
Here's my last rebuttal, and I'm done with this. From 2000, I don't know, 10, 11 to 2015, there was a lot of participation in rugby because there's rugby year long. I think we had like 5, 6 rugby events, and we had any minimum 14 teams.
Thank you to Matt
20
Sgro.
teams. No. Before I came and after I left, there was rugby happening. The problem is there's not enough happening. So even me, why am I going to put my body on the line for one tournament that means nothing? The tournament happened after test matches. This would make total sense if the tournament was before test matches or leading up to some other tournament or something else. But it's like,
okay.
It's August. Let's throw a 4-week tournament
Well, I agree.
and let's kill our bodies.
I agree with what
You know what I mean?
say. No, I totally understand with what.
But to your point, I agree with you. Say
it's everything in one.
It's a two-way sword. You have
Yeah,
to,
it's definitely
it's a
different
circle.
factors
It's like
to why. Which is why I said soccer players, they have a much higher caliber of players right now
Just more
because
of
they're
them.
constantly playing year round, whether it's futsal, whether it's and I think the soccer league, the social soccer league's fucking like 10 months out of the year or something like that, right? You literally take like
when we were
3 or
playing
4 months
soccer, we
off.
were like, "Oh my god, it's starting again!
Yeah.
When is this shit over?"
Do you think it's the absence of
Coaches.
less coaches?
Coaches
It's
are
definitely
not-
organized as coaches. It's our
exactly-
turn.
well, you're giving no one time to like really relax. I mean, if you think about it, it's like when you play beach rugby, it's like, okay, we're gonna play rugby for fun, right?
Not gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt. Maybe I'll be sore because I'm running and stuff like that, and we're playing on the sand. But every time you guys go out there, you guys are like, fucking, oh fuck, my fucking
that's what I'm
eyeball,
saying.
oh my fucking rib, oh my back, oh my leg, oh my shoulder, and it's like, what would encourage any person to want to go back and play rugby if all they're doing is playing to get their fucking asses beat? Not like score wise, but like literally physicality is through the fucking roof, right?
My opinion is, I think this is just a lull. This is kind of just what happens when sports are developing. I think it's just part of the growth. Is the first surge of players played. There's a period of very popular. Everyone's participating, but then after that, what develops after? So I think the next time rugby's gonna pick up is when, it's gonna suck to say, but is when our generation kind of steps out of the playing game and moves into the management / coaching game, and then at that point we'll be able to kind of like spark more life into the sport.
Yeah.
Right now we're kind of just in the doldrums of it. It's like in the lows of it. Well, that's right. We're in the lows of it and we're experiencing it. But in my opinion, I think it's all a part of the maturation of a sport, at least on the national level. It's gonna take this down. It's gonna take this low to kind of, if we're able to come out of this and we still want to coach and we still want to like manage teams, then we'll be okay.
I agree. I agree with
Here's
that.
the other thing that I know.
Sorry, Slush.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You go first.
Are you sure?
You did good last touch tournament, by the way. I think you're on our team.
Yes.
I think we get really hard on rugby because we're very passionate about it. We grew up playing with it. We want to see it grow.
Well,
But
we were like I saw Pete Begetta a
I
couple
haven't
weeks
seen
ago.
him, man.
He's on island.
Yeah,
You gotta get him
yeah.
here, bro.
He's coaching the women's team right now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and so and that was like his first Guam team to coach in like 13 years or something
Yeah.
like that. And he goes, never forget, you were part of the first to bring rugby, like, to high school students.
Well, that's
you know?
that's the other thing. Think about it. We're anywhere between 30 and 32. We play. So let's say rugby's really only been around in terms of like mainstream because there's no rugby. People were laughing at us when we were practicing at GW. Shorts, why we're lifting each other up in the air.
Right.
So when you really think about how long it's been in high school, we want it to grow, but at the same time, it hasn't been around that long. I think of how long soccer and football have been around, and that's why they're so.
Baseball.
That's why they're
That's
bigger.
true.
Baseball.
That's true. And the kids that we played over in Australia,
We
they
won.
they were playing for fucking all their lives too.
Yeah.
Right. And we were just like, yeah, we were just a bunch of football and soccer players. playing rugby.
Dude, and the fact that we made it to Division 2 for men's in Asia, and we barely fucking practice. We barely play any games. Like, I know we're very adamant, like, it needs to grow more, but I think it's also, like, it's gonna happen.
Like, there is growth, but
This is
it's not the growth
hardening
that
of the-
I think-
that's expected.
Yeah.
At the level we're playing at and how big it is in middle school and high school, I think someone told me, and I believe this statistic since I moved back and I saw the high school games.
Most players.
It's arguably the highest attended in terms of player participation sport.
it is.
You might have more fans at a different event, but in terms of player participation, it's the biggest sport in middle school and high school right
Really?
now. There's
It
just
is.
nothing after.
That's because there's no MMA in high school. Sorry to discredit rugby, but I
MMA
feel
is a
like that's
one-man
Guam's sport. Is
Rugby's a team.
You're right. Team. Okay.
Team sport.
But I mean, to kind of build on what you guys are saying. To be honest, right now, you're right, Ed. I agree with everything you guys are saying. But and I think it comes to with what we were saying earlier. We're growing, or ourselves. We're getting older, and we're slowly starting to not participate as players anymore. I think what's happening is we're in a transition, like you said, Ed, and everything is right. But I think we have to come to terms with that. It's our turn to give back to the sport and to put the boots up, so to speak, hang the boots up, and pretty much nurture these kids that are showing interest and develop these year-round. We have all the ideas, except we're at that level where it's like, man, it's time
play,
to.
do I coach? What
Yeah,
do I
it's
do?
time to.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, but that's where
how
it's
many
going.
people want to be player coaches, right?
You can't. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You'll be the dick.
To create organization and management.
It sucks to be a
Management is
player.
huge
Not
when it
only-
comes to sports,
Not only
right?
the dig, but you need someone to follow. It's hard to follow someone
the
that
asshole.
you're playing with. You need a leader.
That's
you need a
another
leader.
thing.
Yeah.
Because our last Sevens tour to Papua New Guinea, our coach was our teammate from the previous tournament, and it was just hard to do. I can do it. I can follow rules, but some of my teams can't.
Yeah, and on the national level, right? The coach doesn't live here and doesn't train with the team
True.
while the team's
Our
training. Yeah.
coach showed up 2 days before we left.
Yeah,
How the
that's
fuck
different.
are we supposed to function as a team, play as a team? I could go on about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's great to bring in these off-island coaches for knowledge, but you have to be here. You have to be here seeing who's putting into work, how we're moving as a team, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are.
It's like they
You
just
can't just show up and be like, oh, I've played and coached the All Blacks. You guys should do this. Let's
yeah,
do it.
especially when we don't have footage, like good quality footage of everybody's personnel during practice, during games, just kind of knowing what everybody's good at, going on what you're saying. It's very hard to respect. You know, it's oh wow, nice, but to respect that they're gonna lead you in the next week or 2 weeks to off island. You know, it's
It's all part
It's
of
tough.
growth, man.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
agree.
growing pain.
Slush wants to say something.
And
Let's do it.
it's the commitment too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A lot of
Player
people.
commitment.
Yeah. But
There it is.
Some people have to work and then they get off late or
Yep.
they can't make practice. It's just the commitments more. It's just a lot of commitments for
We're,
the.
we're so family oriented.
I think here's the other fucked up part is like if there's no
I agree with you, Slush.
if there's no
Yep, me
reason
too.
to go to practice, like I think rugby, maybe it's the same for baseball. I don't know if it's the same for every sport, but in rugby, if there is if we're playing 15s and there's 18 guys on the field and I'm a prop and I know you need a prop, I don't need to go to every practice because I know you're gonna pick me. Does that make sense?
You're not trying to get.
So I don't know if that's the same with other sports. Cheers.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask,
No, it's
I don't think
base-
they practice.
No,
in- in
baseball
right?
is more hard too because some of them just go straight from work too. After, like, for us, it was just some of us have to, and plus the kids have the field too. They have the Calvican, and they have the Calvican for they have the 12 and under, the 10 and under practicing for before we have our practices. So we're like just wait until they get off, and then we go on the field and just warm up,
Yeah.
throw and hit too. But it's more like the fields are used for the kids too.
So
It's pretty much it's just.
so
used
it's
for-
less of it's less of a depth issue for baseball and more of we need space. There's not enough space for everyone to play on.
That's
Yeah.
surprising. Is there a lot of baseball fields on Guam though?
there is.
not a lot
Every
of
village.
not a lot of good baseball fields.
I have a question. I decided to bring it back to rugby, but that's just what I know about and what we all know about. And, yeah. But what do you guys think? like let's say it's 5 years from now, we're definitely not fit to play, or we're definitely not big enough to be props, and we're just hung the national. Let's say 10 years from now, what do you guys see yourself participating? Do you see yourself as a coach? Do you see yourself as a linesman or a referee or the organizer of the attorney, or anything amongst the or helper or assistant coach? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna be
you
selfish and say I'm still gonna be
coach
playing.
playing? Okay, how about 15 years then? Where you
I love
hung it?
coaching.
Where you hang it? So
Where do I hang it?
whenever
When I
that
can't run.
whenever I mean.
Right now, I
Like
can't
at
make
a
it
high level of play where you can't play tackle, or you hung your boots. What do you guys
Oh, and they cut you from the team.
or whatever? Yeah. So what do you see yourself? Let's
Coaching. I'm a coach.
coaching.
I'm a
Okay,
coach.
Matt.
I'd be happy, honestly. This last year was the first time I ever played rugby where like I had to break down. I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. First time, and I was like, I've never felt that way in my life. But to answer your question, what I would love to do, just like we have baseball fields, we have soccer fields, we have football fields, we have one legit rugby field on Guam.
Right.
And people are like, oh, it costs so much money. It takes so much time. It all it does is take fucking time. If you have enough time to go to practice, to make a team, to do this, you have enough time to fucking go to talk to the government and be like, hey, here's a field. How can we make this our field? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to my girlfriend. But what she did with a few other people was they formed that new national team basketball gym. And that took like total from the time they started to now. I mean, I might be wrong here, but I want to say tops 3-4 years. And now it's like a legit fucking facility that's going to have a gym, showers, weight room.
Hardwood floors.
Everything.
Right.
So it's like, think about it. Rugby is one of the most simplest venues to have. You need a field, you need to cut it, you need posts. That's it.
Yep. You don't need
That's
anything
it.
else.
It's so fucking simple. So if to answer your question, if there's one thing I could do,
Yeah.
I would love to be a part of the fucking union.
Yep.
Try to ask for it. I don't know what's going on, but I would love to help in that way.
Yeah, like the organizing and just giving people a place to do everything.
You
Do all
don't even
of it.
you don't necessarily have to be a part of like the board of the union. You can just like be in cahoots with the union. Be like, hey, can you guys support something that I'm doing? And I believe that.
Shout out to the John Dank Show. No, but it's similar to what we were talking about of events or like anything. If you build it, they will come.
So that
So
leads
if you
me
build
to-
a field for a club or whatever, the national team, they will come.
What I wondered why, I mean, of course I know why it hasn't happened yet, but some place like Paseo Stadium, why haven't we reconfigured it to serve all sports? Because baseball's not being played right now. There's no baseball.
You-
So for like the next 4 to 6 months,
So like a multifunctional
yes,
facility.
and have a stadium.
Apparently, that was the idea. This is from what I've heard. Allegedly, the original idea with the GFA field was they wanted it to be
Multi-purpose, right?
multi-purpose for rugby and soccer, and
but
the other sports.
But FIFA won't allow that if it's funded by them.
Yeah. It'd be, in my opinion, the perfect place for the sports hub on Guam for everything is Tizin. There's football going on there. There's baseball fields there. There's the new basketball gym I'm talking about. Imagine if just that area, that whole huge area where we used to play Robbie Weber soccer, there's just a sports facility there, a sports facility there, and you
But
could be like 3 different
I still
sports in one day.
think a stadium on the bay.
I think
would
so
be the
too.
best.
I would
And
love
again,
that.
On the bay?
I've thought about
in
that.
like
Again,
Paseo?
Yeah, we could actually. I was
In
dreaming
Hong Kong,
this
yeah.
of a similar Hong Kong Sevens, or like where we host national like events, national teams to come and play in the blistering heat of the summer.
Bro,
of
Isn't
Guam.
Guerrero Field big
Can
enough?
I tell you guys
Hell
all we
no.
have to do to
No.
Paseo to make
Not
it
big
more
enough.
Guerrero Field's
Oh,
small. That's
open
a
up the
softball
field,
field.
open up
man.
the-
For rugby
So the
field?
left field,
Yeah.
you build a bleachers along the left field, and then
Yep.
center field, you cut the concrete out,
Yeah.
you extend the grass out. So on the left field to center field is a football / soccer / rugby field, and then the base
Going
still there.
going through center field, right?
Yeah, and then
using
all
the
you do-
center field.
But don't you think the baseball players won't like that?
Well,
Yeah, they
we'll just
won't.
tell them we'll take care of your grass. That's all. That's all it takes.
You
That's
just-
what they.
has
That's
to
what
be
a lot of
inside-
people tell me.
I feel
Let's
like-
throw a concert. We'll take
I feel like
Sorry, in
My-
5 months.
My bad.
Here's
Well-
here's $500.
Well, these are only gonna be for big events that are revenue generating,
Yeah.
and not
Like-
just pick up
Like championship
whatever.
games.
Yeah.
Like championship
championship games,
test matches,
sevens rugby tournament.
club
That would
teams
be
because we're
awesome.
paying. Dude, I think
Yeah, and multifunctional facilities are definitely a thing all over the United States,
we're so small.
where you can find like 4 or 5 fields or 6 fields all
Yeah.
in one place,
Yeah.
one in area where you can, and there's a walking path to each and everything, and people use it recreationally and stuff like that. That's what I mean. That's what I sort of thought the Dededo sports complex was going to be about.
That's another one.
But you know,
That one's still doable with the
It
amount of
is.
grass they have there.
I think here on Guam, we're just need to be more organized.
I think they just need people like us that are brainstorming this thing to actually
So go work for DPW, Tone.
Here's
I just,
I-
to go and figure out what's
go become
going
a
on.
deputy.
What's going on? I heard there's no more deputies. Anyways,
Oh, there still is, right?
I don't know.
she got intense. From
Yeah.
Oh no, nothing.
Now we're crossing into the other spectrum.
The political
Yeah.
side of
so
sports.
who else was it? Just I guess it's my turn to answer the question I asked, right?
What?
What do you do?
What do I want to do? Just to kind of keep things steadily going in one place. I don't think I know enough of all the different positions. I can't teach a prop how to do anything. So I think coaching might not be the best thing for me. I think I would have to go with something helping Matt. Or I like that. I like that idea. I like the whole doing what Ed said, having the I see a field by the beach or something where it just shows our Guam culture. Maybe having little pop-up tents or pop-up booths on outside of these things where culture, you can share your culture. You can have barbecues outside and you have little vendors. But
Imagine having a bleachers on the left field of Paseo.
right,
I
Even during baseball
I
games.
actually brought it up to Mike Bautista, and I said, "What do you think about destroying Paseo Stadium and turning the whole Paseo Stadium and
Multi-purpose
Guerrero
field.
Field into a multi-purpose field, and redesign it, move Paseo Stadium to Manilao, to Eagles Field, redevelop that area, put an actual stadium in that area, and call it a day." You know, I mean, and he was like, "Blasphemy." He's like, "Don't ever."
yeah,
say
you
that.
can't. It's hard.
don't ever say that to any baseball player.
Yeah, you can't.
about destroying Paseo
well, not
Stadium.
destroying it,
It's
but what
tough.
if it was to make it better?
Well, it's tough
can,
because
I
it's
mean-
You
like,
gotta show them the plans.
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough to take something someone already has, and it's hard to ask them to share it.
Yeah.
You know,
and one thing about
it's
Guam,
tough.
we hold tight to a lot of like
Yeah.
history, right?
right? Yeah.
So it's like if you get rid of this, then what else do we have that's left for it? You know, and it's not going to be the same, right? That whole aura of being in Paseo Stadium. But I don't understand it because I'm not a baseball player. For you, Slush, if Paseo Stadium was to go away, how would that make you feel?
Well, it's more like the person that own it. Pretty much, it's owned by DPR now. So pretty much they like have the
We'll see.
full things to say about it.
Yeah, but what if they decide that they're going to demolish Paseo Stadium? Do you think the baseball community would be totally
Bro,
against
they already kicked out the amateurs to Leo Palace. I don't even know what the drama is there.
No, the Leo Palace is run by the amateurs. Is run by the Bennetts. That's why. So
So they do their own thing.
they always do their own thing. That's why we're not entering because they're gonna make us pay for the cover for the balls and uniforms, and cover the field after we're done using it. But then just to keep the
Well, the Paseo is the government field.
Yeah.
DPW.
yeah. So pretty much everyone, even us, we help out too with the field too. So like just for the baseball team, for the community to like they'll have the parsonage for everything, do the grass, line the field, and cut it for us. Same thing with the Little League, the Garage field. It's run by the Little League now too. So they gave up to the Little League, and the kids use the field too for games and practices, and like more tournaments when Guam wants to host, they'll have that, and everything. It's gonna be hard for the teams to like just not move the thing to Paseo, but move the things up to Manglao, because there's no they won't have any like shelters to cover like
Yeah, I
Like-
understand.
like they like how they put the roof up on top of Paseo.
Mhm.
They won't have it like that. with the new chairs too, and the it will be hard for the parking too.
Didn't they update Paseo for Festback?
They
Yeah.
did.
They did.
They did, but that's what, and it was through the carnival too, so it was just pretty much the carnival and stuff.
Oh, that casino money.
Yeah,
Oh.
all that money, and then the government too is using it, so they have all the, and
Yes.
pretty much even for us, our baseball games, we like they'll have the guards, some like when they carnival too, they'll have the crew be watching it outside.
Sorry, I'm getting close to you here.
So it's like
That's fine.
it's like that, but they have securities outside to tell us where if we have games, we'll just tell them we're going baseball, so they will let us park in, and it's more like it's hard too because it's built the huts and stuff for the fest pack.
That took away a lot of parking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that those pavilions took a lot of parking.
right.
And plus, they had the carnival too, and right behind right field, and then they still had that booth, the casino too, another one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for most likely. Everything is just.
So we could definitely share Paseo then,
So we
right?
can definitely demolish Paseo Stadium.
Good.
Yeah.
I say demolish.
I
Guys,
say
I think
share
again,
it
we rely too
Abolish
much on our government. We should actually rely more on organizations
on ourselves.
and the people themselves to take ownership of these things. Now
Right,
we're like,
right.
oh yeah, the government will clean the field for us. But you know what? If in the end we're this is gonna get down another rabbit hole, guys.
Go ahead. Yeah.
We're becoming so
We love
into
rabbit
the
holes.
American style of government that we think the government will take care of us.
Like
But in
socialists.
the end, well, no,
Yeah,
we
like a
don't, we're not even socialists yet.
Yeah.
It's just as you need to actually take care of things yourself, and then the government's there to
Oh, my
assist
bad.
you.
Slap that cough out of you, didn't I?
Socialism is another thing.
But I know what you mean.
No, I know. Yeah, man. I mean,
Well, especially if we're paying more taxes now, maybe we
It's-
should get the government.
it's no longer putting the citizens accountable
Exactly.
to their society, right?
Yeah.
It's like literally depending. Oh, you're a government worker. Why aren't you cleaning this up? Like, no, you live in this fucking place too.
Yeah.
You should have more of an accountability to keep this place clean or keep it cut.
Yep.
And whatever community uses it, whether it's a football community, baseball community, rugby community, soccer community, tennis community, table tennis. Well, they're indoor. They just need brooms and shit.
Those fuckers.
And I see what you mean. It's once we start getting
Accountability,
into
like
that,
you said.
once we start getting into that realm of relying on government to make sure that society is good for society, that's when society fails, right?
Yeah.
Let me get
Go ahead.
water.
Ugh.
Well, I mean,
I think actually it just made me I just realized something. You know how Slush was saying they updated Paseo because Festpack came, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think if a sport brought more quote unquote tourism to the island, like more teams came, maybe they'd fork out more money and
well, we gotta
update-
make them want to come so we can kick their ass. Second, so they can train hard. That's why. 2 reasons.
Yeah.
Well, maybe first to train hard, then second so we can kick their ass.
Right.
It's the majority. The human giants use the field too.
The Yumamori Giants,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
They use that. They use they when they have like for training, for practices, to use the field. They will use the field too. So that's why the Parks and Rec is holding it for them too, so everyone can use it. And it's more like this, so they can get ready for the teams to come play.
I just feel like there's a union problem.
Yeah.
You know,
Between all the sports, right?
Yeah, there aren't any unions to protect players or even the welfare of the sport, right? The game is what, and for a long time, throughout American history, sports has always been sort of the favorite pastime of any country, not even American history, any history. You think about any sport, then they go back maybe 100 years, right? And it's always been, lost my train of thought. But
It's always been
Part of a nation, part of a country.
right.
But I think
Spirit
sports,
of competition.
sports transcend countries and languages and all that because I think about it, it gives you a break from reality.
Killing people.
Exactly. And you just like, you're having fun, you're with your friends, you're doing something active. To Slush's point, the whole workout thing, you get all the endorphins going and you're doing something that doesn't involve fucking bullshit of life. Sorry, now we're going another rabbit hole.
Right.
Shit.
The pastimes.
Yeah.
And plus, we need to just keep the fields clean too.
Yeah.
So we like when after our games we throw our trash in and all the other stuff. So that's what. And plus the main thing is the Parks and Rec is the one helping us out too. So that's really pretty much the directors now are doing. That's what they're doing. Is they have the new directors now, so they like this, and plus the Paseo is owned by
The people. No, I was kidding.
no and they're using it for the office for the
DPW.
no the cops. They're using it now too.
Oh, it's a Koban?
Yeah.
No, it's
Where
not.
is he?
Yeah, they have their own. It's like they park their vehicles in their the cops too. They have when they have their meetings and stuff, and they're more like they use that too.
Oh, okay.
For meetings and stuff. So,
Right.
And it's owned by the Parks and Rec, but the cops own that now. The cops office is in there too, but they have they have up to it airport too. They have the customs and stuff. So, but the majority of the cops are down in Paseo
Right.
for the like meetings and stuff.
We got to bring back the village games. You guys ever recall that? We
No,
were too young.
I don't. No.
That was during our parents' time.
Okay.
So
What was
there
it?
would be village basketball teams going up and challenging each other all around the island. So
Aren't
if we
there
were to bring back-
village basketball teams or
Well,
village teams
well,
and stuff
we
like
should
that?
do like a multi-sport competition, like bowling, darts. I don't know, fucking everything.
That's what we were talking about for rugby. Cause Southern just got like the Talafofo soccer field and they were like practicing there. Like imagine if it was a league of like village battle. Every
Home team,
weekend
away
you would
team.
go to the south and play a fucking game in the south, which I think would be so bad.
And they host
then you
you.
play in north, then you play central. Like to your point, I think that would
And it'll build
be
culture
badass.
and pride, into
Yeah, you take pride in your village. You take pride in your area of the island.
Well, maybe they're doing it. I just haven't seen sports.
But it's the field
Well,
too.
once we
area.
go down to 3 mayors, then it'll be doable.
Are we really going down at 3?
I don't know.
Oh,
We should.
how many
Each
mayors?
mayor should tag team
There's
with a
fucking like
senator.
26 mayors or some shit like that.
In your opinion, I know this is totally digressing. How many mayors do you really think there should be?
There should be like 3.
At
Yeah,
is it?
3 to 5. Maybe
Don't
district.
some-
maybe
that-
maybe break Guam down into different. It's
Districts.
broken down into districts, but district 1, 2, 3. District North, District Central, District South.
But could you argue that some mayors actually?
Don't do shit.
No,
Oh, sorry.
well,
Whew. Wow, that's
but at the same time, there's mayors that actually
do shit.
do a lot.
Right,
So
right.
like it's like some mayors do, some mayors don't. So imagine if like your whole territory was central to north. That's a lot of fucking people calling you.
It is, yeah, but there'll be more money for them to be able to support that many people and to support a staff to be able to take care of that many villages.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I
just
think there needs to be maybe a redesignation
That
of
rolls
roads.
so easily off.
yeah. You have mayors who are the mayors of whole counties in California
That's true.
of like 50,000 people, right? So it's not
It's a lot of
not doable.
a lot of ribbon cutting and fucking
Yeah.
openings.
You're gonna be there all the time, and you'll be worth your pay. But I digress. I don't want to get into politics because it shit gets fucking dicey.
Yeah. Tony Villena, you're saying way too much over there.
Yeah.
Guys, I needed some water.
Slush, I'm quite impressed though. I'm quite impressed of the opinions that you've made this podcast compared to your Dirty 30 podcast.
Yeah. It's that, and they have more. They have a lot of fields too. And if we could just get them, because Paseo really needs to get more fixed up. It just needs to get more.
But is it better to fix up Paseo, or is it better to just build something brand new?
Well, they did that
Because you can how many years have they been fixing up Paseo? You know, and it's still sort of.
So is it like GMH?
Yeah.
Shit.
But-
We don't need any more hospital beds.
Yeah,
we need a multi-sports facility.
We should build a stadium/hospital.
Oh,
In again,
yeah.
Let's save some money, you guys.
and
But
It's a win-win for everybody.
it's a win-win.
And it's just giving back to the community too at the state at the Paseo, like just giving back to the community for the baseballs. Same for that's why like every.
Yeah,
They-
but imagine if you made, like Ed was saying, if you made Paseo a multifunctional facility, I would be against breaking it down if it allowed other athletes to be able to use Paseo, not just the stadium, but Paseo in general. I mean, shit, by all means, break down Guerrero Field and put another field there, right? A mini field, something that people can do stuff.
It should be an Olympic
recreationally on.
center.
It was one of
Olympic
you,
center.
It was one of you talking about just like even if it was just a park. Where
Yeah.
people could
Open
just
park.
Yeah, I think that was me like a while,
Yeah.
long time ago.
Because
Where-
actually,
but-
the sports zone should be where the mayor's office is, where the pools are and the tennis courts. There's space for 2 fields, but so that
It's fucking swampland over
you know
there.
how
like-
like
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this. I just moved back like 3 months ago, but I realized like Agania's fucking booming. Like,
It is.
there's a lot more shit going on. There's a lot more whatever. But what I'm saying is like when I would visit other countries and I'm in like quote unquote like the area to check out, it was always like a sporting event that caught my attention. Like when I was in Peru and I was just walking by and dude, it was like fucking packed with street food and people playing soccer and there was a stage there. There was like all this shit happening. And to your point, if it was like an area you could just go, not only for locals but for tourists, it would grab their attention.
Right,
So we have those Wednesday nights already
right,
for like just activity.
yeah.
Now, what are we gonna build around it?
Right, and the fact that nothing has been built around Wednesday Night Market in all these years of the success of Wednesday Night Market is completely baffling.
What would you recommend like building around it? Like a
High school sports. Or
No,
something.
you can either you can even like make, and I'm sure they've done it before, is make high school sports, but also the GML or the BBL games the same night as Wednesday Night Market, where you're literally inviting tourists to not only come to Wednesday Night Market, but also come watch a baseball game. Or guess what? Some guys are playing pickup basketball over at the basketball court, right? Or they move Friday night fucking auto night to Wednesday night. And now there's stuff to do. It's not just food and barbecue and the shit that they sell there. It's also recreational stuff.
Brings the families down.
Right. Maybe make Wednesday Night Market from morning to evening, where in the morning you can watch fucking paddlers or people run a fucking 5K
So it should be a
around.
Saturday day market.
It could.
And there's games from morning till night.
Right.
Activity.
All day activities.
Bringing families in and
Yeah.
just
Well,
Yeah, I was telling my dad recently, we were passing by, we were going through Chamorro Village in the evening. I was like, why don't they use Chamorro Village
all the time.
all the time? Like in the evenings after all the buildings close, there's so much space that people can busk, they can sell, they can do Wednesday night market stuff and maybe sell their art that they make independently. There's so much stuff, but it's one thing that I've been seeing though in Tucson is a lot more people actually like bringing their guitars out, actually
No
busking.
way.
Yeah, dude, I saw a full setup band outside of Conta Mall.
no shit.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Good for them.
and it's maybe it's just the time. Maybe like Guam hasn't been ready for it, and things are starting to come around and come full circle, and with making that available. But
You know, now that you mention it, to add something around Chamorro Village, but even something so subtle, like how about for this month, this is the theme of Chamorro Village, and it's something different. Because like really,
Like
you
kid
can go
choirs.
well, whatever it is. Like, you go to Chamorro Village every single Wednesday, and it's essentially the same thing.
It is.
But
Yeah.
if like every month is
Every
like a
single
different theme and there's something different about it, you know, it's
Right.
more of a draw to not only tourists that are already going, but locals. Like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, they're doing this
Well,
month?
well, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
how I see what Chamorro Village has become. They've made a deal with the hotels and the tour agencies to make Chamorro Village a part of a tour package. So Chamorro Village is getting
They just get dropped
it's
off.
it's getting money. Yeah, that's why they only go to Chamorro Village. They don't go beyond Chamorro Village. I'm sure when Chamorro Village was happening during the same time as the carnival, how many of those people were migrating to the carnival?
Maybe a lot, but some majority they'll just do the food and the
Oh, at Chamorro Village,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because why go over to the same place where they're doing, or go over to another place where they're doing the same exact thing, have barbecue stands and stuff like that, right?
And plus, then too, if you guys want to really, they have like weekend baseball too. Weekends with the Masters teams are like they have games every Monday and Saturday.
Apaseo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and well, and here's the thing: is like tour companies can easily bring tourists to these baseball games, right, and fill up the stadiums all the time.
Imagine inviting like the retired professional baseball players to come play a game.
Yeah, I mean, look what Ice Cube did with the Big Three. He went and created his own league where he invited retired veterans of the NBA, and they're still killing it.
Dude, the Slush Banger Home Run Derby.
Let's do it.
Bang away.
The Slush Home Run Banger.
Invite people from Korea,
I think we got it, boys.
The Slush
to
Home
other
Run Banger.
territories.
And invite people from all over the region.
August
Yeah.
12th, 2019 is when the idea started. Slush, thank you.
No problem. But yeah,
Pleasure doing business with you.
yes sir.
I get 25% of the profits. Motherfucker.
And that's more. They have the tours too for the some people like just watch baseball too.
Yeah.
Like,
Do tourists come and watch the baseball games?
most of them, yeah.
Most of them.
Some of them do. Not like a lot, but
Yeah.
But it's still, if some are already going, imagine to your point, if it was happening Wednesday night. Like, if it was happening Wednesday night and they said, like, I don't know, it was fucking open to the tourists or it was just open, whatever.
Right.
You know, that'd be pretty fucking
Right.
dope.
Baseball games like 2-3 hours. You can go chow and then you can go walk. You okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
thinking,
Tony Villena
Alright.
passed out.
You're like sulking over here.
I'm thinking of how to build up on you guys' idea.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah.
think, just talk.
Oof, it's tough.
He's like, stop talking about the government.
Right now, he's like, fuck the government.
I was trying to think of how to elevate you guys' ideas. Sorry, quietness.
Goddamn Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
If only we could get
Too
them.
many
If
Republicans.
only we could get them for sale. Public crap. Then we have the Slush Banger Derby. Sorry. Okay. We've definitely digressed.
Yeah,
We digress.
Matty B, how long we been going for?
2 hours.
No way.
Oh!
Yeah.
Matty B, how many episodes are we on a streak, bro?
What were you like? Not
Dude.
too far off?
Bro, we've been. Every time I ask Matty B how long we've been going for, it's always between an hour and 40, an hour and 46 minutes for the last like 6 or 7 episodes.
We got 2 minutes.
No, we're in range. We're in range. We're in range, gentlemen. No, it's good. I feel like we've had quality conversation tonight, and
No rice. Play more baseball and get ready in 2020 for the first annual Slush Banger Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
what do you think, Slush?
we
If
could.
if we mastermind it and help organize it, do you think the baseball community would be open to having such a thing?
A home run derby.
They would.
And it'll go to credit you Stroguam credits for you to get around.
Yeah, so
I like it. I like
that's a
it.
great idea.
I like
Yeah,
it.
way to tie the whole conversation together. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
But it has to be called the Slush Banger Home Run Derby. Unless you have a better name.
No, it's
No.
got to be Slush Banger.
Yeah.
Or just Slush, Slush Banger Derby.
Or the Slush Home Run Banger.
That was in Backdoor Slush 9.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've digressed.
Yeah, we could just get all the top home run hitters, and we can just use it.
Serious question. How many players do you need to have a legit home run derby? It can't be that much,
No,
right?
no,
How much?
maybe 12.
12, right?
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just guessing.
What would you say? And in your experience watching home run
20?
derbies on TV?
Just depends.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Check the last home run
But how
derby,
many
Matt.
fucking baseball players do we have on island? You just
Like
let's
you say
say
home
let's
runs,
say it's
right?
20.
We have a
Let's say it's-
shitload of baseball players.
Exactly. Let's just
Actually,
say it's 20.
Well,
Winner gets
you could have the
whatever.
We should have one
You can make it
guest.
a
Let's say
fun
a home
you can
run
make it
derby
fun.
roster.
One
or
guest
some shit like that.
superstar.
I mean, dude,
If we could get Ken Griffey here, oh my.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
God.
that'll be dope. Yeah, if you can
One
get like a
guest.
retired MLB player.
Mark McGuire.
someone who hasn't
Anyone who's not on
Barry
steroids.
Bonds.
Yeah. Someone that's not on steroids.
Oh, that dwindles down the list.
A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Or no, you can easily get a home run hitter from
From
Japan,
Japan,
from the
yeah.
Yomiuri Giants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could, and plus you can get some local,
Yes.
locals.
Have a showdown. with the
former
local
we could even make it fun.
Guam guys that made it pro.
Right.
Kinda, they could do
Guam
the
versus Japan.
Haddock brothers.
hey, and the pros to make it
Haddock
even.
brothers,
They
yeah.
do the fucking
No, no.
Oh,
No, not that one.
fuck, man. That's why I've stayed quiet, guys.
When
Not that one.
when Slush tells you not that one, bro, it's a bad idea. Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Is
Another one.
That's going in a
Yes.
2-minute video.
yes. Is baseball big in the Philippines?
Oh
Yeah,
Dude.
everything.
So imagine that, like
Even basketball.
baseball against
They're base hitters, though.
derby.
They might be home run hitters.
4 to 10 in a home run derby.
4 to 10, really? Damn, that's easy. Slush,
Easy.
get ready. 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen, boys. Let's go.
Brought to you by
Okay.
Pepsi, Jamaican Grill, IT&E.
Choose 8.
Sorry.
Not sponsored. This episode is not sponsored by any of those.
But the Slush Banger is open for sponsorship.
Any of those companies. But we are open to future sponsorships.
Sorry.
Thanks, Matt.
Sorry.
You are one of those guys who just name drops a whole bunch of names.
Bound to get one of them. We just need one.
Slush, okay. To close out this episode, this epic episode, who would be your 8 players you would have in your Slush home run banger 2020?
First annual.
It's only minimum of 4, right?
Minimum of 4.
But you could go as high as 10, according to Matty B.
Yeah.
So anywhere from
4
4
to 10.
Well, I would go first with the two-headed brothers.
Good choice.
Matt Munya,
Yup.
Jared Plomo, and JD St. Nicholas.
Those are good.
Damn.
Actually,
we have
no.
ourselves
I know
a-
4.
Any more?
Slush bar.
Maybe
Slush is throwing the pitches.
Slush throwing. First pitch.
so like Richard Martinez too.
Oh,
6.
2 more.
Reggie Richabong and another Jose, like from MLB too, like
anywhere.
Jose Aaron Judge from the
Oh,
Yankees.
yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad.
That might be like 2045 when he retires.
But I'm saying I'm bringing the
Oh, the special guest, the star.
the stars.
Okay.
Rico Castro too.
Mm.
All right.
That's 8.
Okay, there we go.
We got
There
an
you go.
event.
Sounds good.
Got an event.
Round of applause for you, gentlemen. Episode 199 has been completely epic. We talked about very controversial things, very eye-opening things, in
Very
my
random
opinion,
things.
and very random things, living up to the name of the show. Any of you guys got any last words until we close out this
Thank you.
episode?
That's it.
Slush, last words, baby.
We are. Let's finish up the jerseys, dude.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
We got 2
There you
more.
go. 2 more jerseys. all right.
All right, who's that?
That's what he wanted to say.
Bill Adams.
The most important jerseys.
Is that Bill Adams?
No, that's a Slush jersey.
Oh my God.
That's me.
No, this is me. Josh.
And then let's not forget the last but not least.
Me.
They're both. I got these made for me. They made it
I like
The
it.
Angels,
What year was this?
this is,
Recently?
This is the Angels.
No, what year though?
They didn't have. They don't have a year on it.
It's back then.
All right.
I think
now.
I
Can we
think-
put on all these jerseys when we take our picture?
Okay.
one, yes.
Yes.
And two, I think for the Slush Banger Home Run Derby, the word Slush Banger has to be somewhere on every jersey being sold or played.
Yeah, it'll be in the front.
Copyrighted.
Yeah.
So this is my cousin Caleb Murphy.
No, I thought that's yours.
Yeah, but it's number 2,
Oh.
and he's playing FD2. He's a freshman.
Nice.
So
Does he know Joe Guzman or Joe Guzman?
No.
Oh.
He's a freshman.
Can
though.
I wear one of the Slush jerseys for the photo?
Me too.
No, you got to wear the Guzman jersey.
You want to wear the baseball jersey?
Dude, you have literally 3 of my football jerseys.
No.
He didn't bring any.
I only brought the top dogs. 2 of them are my own.
Yeah, so this is Caleb Murphy too, both. But these are
Caleb
the-
Murphy.
Yeah. These are the
Slush
Angels. The
Right on. Right on.
All right, Slush.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
No, I guess if we're having last words, I just gotta say, this guy has to be one of the zombie ninjas, like
Honorable.
honorable. Has to be, dude. Like this guy has been a part
Of our
of our
lives.
high school lives up until now. So Slush, thank you for being just a fucking badass dude. And I feel like majority of the sports community say the same about this guy.
Yeah. And dude, Slush hit me up. You hit me up like a couple weeks ago, yeah?
Yes.
He's like, I'm ready to do a podcast.
I'm ready to do a podcast, Uncle Boo. Let's do it.
And let's do it. I was like, hey, you know what? By the way, I got the boys coming on the podcast. How about you just come and join us? And we made it happen.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, Slush.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And don't worry, all the proceeds are going to a fucking Stroguam credit for you, and you can get anywhere you want, dog. Just watch.
Just
We're gonna make
remember-
this shit happen.
Just transfer the credits into like United Miles.
Yeah.
Just remember when you stepped to my house so I can borrow you.
Hey, remember when I bought you McDonald's 5 years ago? Huh?
Member.
I got cash too, dude. I need to get chow.
Or no right.
Wait, Stro
No rice, no
delivers
rice.
food
No.
now, doesn't it?
I don't think not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
They'll call it ciao.
Hurry up, Stro.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah. Last words. Here we go.
It's just thank you guys for having me on, and it's been a good year. So let's just close it out, and yeah.
Right on.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Thanks.
Right on.
Pleasure doing business with you guys.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Home Run Derby.
Slush Banger 199. Hey.
Episode.
3 episodes for you, bro.
Yes.
3 episodes.
Three.
I love it.
Strike out, bro.
No.
Never strike out.
I never strike out. I'm only a bad boy striker.
Yeah. Only balls.
Thank you, Boodog.
Ooh.
Oh, Matt Sgro.
No, thank you. That's, I was just saying.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to say
I
anything
gave
else?
my shout out. That was my last words.
Okay.
About Slush.
Slush, how people can follow you?
Just follow me on Instagram. The Slush Banger.
The Slush Banger.
That doesn't sound dirty.
It doesn't. TiVo.
Yeah.
TiVo.
I don't want to say anything. Slush might
Why?
tell me not to say it anymore. But all seriousness, a great episode, Slush. Cheers, man. I'm very proud of you and see you come a long way when you're in your health and in all everything well-rounded, man. Appreciate you.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure. To add on to
Love you,
him,
dog.
man. I mean, we've known you pretty much all our lives, you know, and we've come a long way from being in high school football, being there to being with us with the band and getting fucked up all the time to you living your healthy lifestyle the way you are right now, man. And so just keep it up, and we look forward to continuing doing podcasts with you and also continuing living till an old age with you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
So, to close my episode out, just to close my story, I just want to say shout out to the boys, the Rays, Ryan Bigler, and all the Angel team, all the boys on the Raiders and Pepsi Warriors, and the Southern Ocean View basketball team. And to my boys, BJ Balaja, and Alan Summerton, and all the baseball players, John Summerton. I am the 2-time defending champs ITN bat boy for the ITN Rays, and we are out.
We out.
Hell
Mic
yeah.
drop.
Mic drop.
Boom.
Episode 199.
Episode 199. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of the podcast.
Slush Par, Eddie Calvo, Matt Sgro, Tony Villena, and myself, Buada. Oh, can't forget, of course, the lovely Matty B. He got no mic this time, but he wanted to say the most. Apparently, he wanted to say the most while he didn't have a microphone, and I feel so
We
bad.
should get him a mic for next.
No, we're gonna get him a mic next time. It's just we don't have enough output.
We're upgrading.
We're upgrading. We're gonna upgrade one day.
After episode 200.
After episode 200,
Sponsorships are
hopefully,
flowing in.
hopefully they start rolling in like an avalanche.
And especially to Paradise Fitness,
That's it.
Mikey Sgro and the boys.
That's
there.
it. That's it.
And Chris Sgro Pepsi.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Slush Par. Thank you, boys. Thank you guys for for making this happen. And let's continue to finish this JBs. And
Can't wait for 200.
It's gone.
Matty B loves you. How much you love them, Matty B? I love you so much. And until next time, episode 200 is the live show. And we are fucking excited. We've been working so hard for the live show that it should be epic, and we can't wait to maybe do more in the future, and maybe it can flop and we won't do anymore, but that's not what we're hoping for. Until next time, everybody, Matty B loves you. I love you. Peace out.
Slush Banger Home Run Derby.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to this episode of the podcast, Slush and Pars, right? It's always good to have the bros on, but it's always great to have Slush Par come around. Shout out to the sponsor, Addis Mortuary. They are a small family-owned and operated mortuary who's been serving this local island community for over 45 years. Contact them at 477-1311 for more information on services and pre-need plans. Addis Mortuary, they are large enough to serve, yet small enough to care. Don't forget to rate and review the podcast on the Apple Podcast app. Support us on Patreon. And episode 200, everybody, is coming up. The live show. This is going to be the next evolution of the podcast. And if you can't join us this time, definitely join us next time on Master Random. Thank you for always being super awesome. Shoot!